Hello everybody, I hope this message finds you well. We're going to go ahead and do a quick clearing of the energy. And we are going to go ahead and set the tone. I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm going to do the homework real quick as I'm already pulling in the energies, and I am shifting into this very happily. Thank you so very much, Spirit, for coming forward. And we are going to go ahead and pull an energy card. I am feeling this more along the lines of an all signs read. And right off the bat, we get time to play, make space for merriment. Automatically feeling somebody that is make time for play. I'm getting somebody who is feeling under the pressure, feeling very stuck in a routine of sort, and feeling that there's just I'm getting the feeling of no joy. All right, so it's paired with let go of the past. So somebody is definitely living in the past or holding on to the past, which may definitely be they're looking back more than they're looking forward. So Spirit is reminding them to make time for play and to move forward. You may want to catch that other video of mine that I just did. It'll be in the May playlist, but it speaks of the present. So you want to focus on the present, bring more joy, more play into your life, and let go of the past. This is with the Scorpio, keeping with the Scorpio energy. You're wanting to let go and you're wanting to release, okay? This is turning out to be a very powerful flower moon because of the Scorpio energy. And what we're getting is the renewal and the rebirth energy. So let's go ahead. I feel like pulling a heroes. So let's see what Spirit wants to say with the heroes. I'm feeling like somebody wants to say something. They feel the need to say something, but their communication is, there's a hesitancy to it, is what I'm feeling. That's only going to be for some people. All right, so we've got become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. All right, so bringing in the energy of letting the glow do the heavy lifting, it's speaking of, you know, when you're elevating yourself and when you're giving back to yourself, the self-care, you start to project, you know, healthier vibes. If you're bringing joy and living in that type of energy frequency, you're going to attract it. So by letting go of the heavy stuff and letting your spirit rise, you are virtually going to attract better things into your life, okay? So right now I'm getting this more along the lines of self-care and renewal. Make more time for play. They seem to be focusing on that. You need more joy and release what is heavy, release the burdens. Focus on your glow, focus on you and raising your vibration. All right, so let's see what the tarot cards have to say. And Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, what messages do you have for this collective on Scorpio moon? All right, so we have that Queen of Wands been busy. I think she was in one of my other earlier reads. And we've got the Two of Wands. So there's some fire energy that could be attached to this. We've got Two of Wands is usually the energy that I'm actually picking up for that Two of Wands is releasing what no longer belongs to you. It's taking note, which is something of the Scorpio energy, is taking note, walking away and separating, ending what no longer serves and moving forward. I get that Two of Wands energy here where you're taking note. The Queen of Wands is very, very, charismatic, bold. She definitely takes chances. She is I want to say very passionate, very desirous, but she tends to get what she wants, okay? She gets what she wants, and sometimes it can be ruthless. So I'm kind of picking up that energy is sometimes you have to let things go. I don't mean, it's like giving yourself the okay to release it. Maybe a little bit, for some, it's going to feel, I'm just picking up the keyword ruthless, but let's see where this goes. I might have to get some clarification. It's definitely somebody needs to let go of a past relationship, and you want to let go of it to make way for one that's more than likely why you're getting that self-care and bring joy in your life and play. Let go of all the burdens, because in order to have that renewal, that rebirth, the moving forward, you need to let go of what no longer works for you. All right, so if any of y'all know me, I read everything that falls. So we have the Weaver. Now, the Celestial Weaver speaks to the fates. It speaks to your destiny. It speaks to everything we do is creating the tapestry of our lives, each stitch we put in there. This is just a stitch that you're going to drop and leave behind. And you are now going to be inserting jewels and adding jewels to your tapestry is what I'm getting. There is some fated events and destined events in your life that you have to look forward to. Some of you may feel stuck or stagnant, stale, and not having a life is kind of the feeling I'm getting for some of you. I've actually been hearing that a lot lately. So we have the Magician. You are the Magician. You are attracting the energy into your life with your manifestations. If you are stuck and stagnant, that's kind of the energy that you are going to be pulling in. So we have to remember that, we can manifest, we can bring in anything into, existence, if we do it correctly. All right. So what I want to say here is that it also, I'm not going to touch on that because I'm picking it up more along the lines of the querent, which would mean you, the listener. This wouldn't be for a cross watcher. This is going to be for if you are looking to drop certain things or the self-care. If you are in the vibration of feeling that it's just the day-to-day routine and you really don't have a life and you feel joyless or not happy or anything like that, that's what you've been manifesting because you're not letting go of the past. And it doesn't escape me that this has a full moon. This Scorpio, you want to harness the Scorpio energy of this moon and release what no longer serves you. You're going to want to make sure that you become the elixir, that you have that glow, and you let go of all the heavy stuff, everything, because you need to be your own, you need to uplift yourself, okay? You need to bring and incorporate more play, more joyful things into your life, all right? So you need to release what no longer serves and start doing other things or incorporating fun things to do in your life, all right? The Queen of Cups speaks to dreaminess. She's my high-flying intuitive is what I like to say. She's also dreamy. She's creative. She's very loving and very kind, but she's very emotional. She can manage her emotions, but a lot of times what I get from this is the flow, the flowing energy of managing your emotions is the energy that I'm pulling in from this. So we've got the Magician, manifesting and letting go, but we've got that Celestial Weaver, all right? So with the Celestial Weaver, we are, every decision that we make moving forward shapes and becomes our tapestry for life. So there are some things that you want to pluck out, pull, drop those stitches, and replace it with something better and add a couple jewels and make your tapestry really sparkly, okay? It's kind of the image that they're showing me. So this is pretty much well going to be that, you know, if you want happiness, you're going to have to start incorporating things into your life. Spirit, is there any other messages? All right, so we have the Hermit. Some of you have been withdrawn, introverted. Some of you may have been taking advantage of this time and trying to expand. But what I get from this mostly is that it's time to seek. If you see he's got that light, so he's looking into the light. Instead of, you know, he's shining the light for other people, but in this particular instance, I'm feeling it more like he's shining into the light. So he's looking into his future. It's time to move forward. And we have the moon. All right, we've got that moon energy and we've got the moon. There are some things that may be on your path that you do not see as yet that could be highlighted within this coming week. Some things may not depict the full picture as the moon alludes to certain things, but it's always in the shadows. There are always shadows surrounding it, and I'm just picking up that, you know, some of the energy out there may not paint the full story, all right? But some things will be illuminated. And I'm also picking up the ghost image here and the ghost light. So it could be somebody from your past coming back with, you know, a story of why they ghosted you, why they dropped out of your vision for a while, why they took a step back. Maybe they're the ones that have that hermit energy. They stepped away for a bit and maybe they're coming back, but they're not going to fully explain everything. They're going to only give you little bits and pieces, because I think they want to see how this water really is. You know, is it going to be rocky? Is it going to be calm? So they're going to test the waters, is what I'm getting. They're going to test the waters. So these are influences that I'm picking up that's going to be coming in or start to come in this week. This is somebody that really hurt you when they stepped away, all right? They really hurt you. You felt betrayed. You felt betrayed when they stepped away, and that is why they are going to test the waters to see exactly how you're going to act. You're just going to want to make sure that you are not so much in your feelings, but seeking clarity, using your discernment. You might want to catch some of my earlier reads. And this is going to, dependent upon, remember, you've got the celestial weaver. So there are some destined events that I do see coming in, but we have the Fool. The Fool, yes, you could be put on a new path, but the Fool can also be naive. Blind trust, blind faith is kind of what I'm picking up here. Is don't be blind. Don't be blinded. Make sure you see everything clearly, because the moon presents things in the shadows. All right. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, like mixed energies here. Mixed energies. All right, so we have the King of Wands. This can involve, I think we've got pretty much, we've got a lot of fire here. We've got air. We've got water. So we have, we got a lot of air, fire, and water here. So let's see. We've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands speaks of leadership. Speaks of, control, power, dominance. They want to dominate. It's that type of feeling that I'm getting with that. Nine of Swords. This king, this fire sign is in their head. They're anxious. They've got a lot of sleepless nights. They've got a lot of sleepless nights. They're coming in. I think this might be part of the story that they're telling you, is that things were, they were trying to take control back of their life because there were outer influences that had come in and wreaked havoc. And the reason why I say this is because the Five of Pentacles, they were actually put out and walking in the cold. They just didn't feel supported or helped by anybody. But now they're moving out of that energy, which we've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow moving energy. And I think that's why they're going to test the waters with you. It is a very slow moving energy. It's very methodical, very courageous. But it also speaks to expansion. And I'm falling back to that Hermit energy, which is also higher learning, teacher-student vibe. They could have been collaborating with other people or seeing who they could collaborate with, or maybe they were seeking help. They could have been seeking help in outside opinions because of the betrayal that was done with that Ten of Swords. So I'm picking up the two energies, and this person desperately wants to test the waters to come back in, because they do feel extremely remorseful on the I'm getting that this energy that stepped out, it's been a while. It's been a long while. And I don't mean, just in the last, few months. I'm thinking they dipped out a long time ago. So they're wanting to come back in, and I think it's going to take you by surprise. And that is why you've got that moon energy. You've also got that Queen of Swords energy, the discernment. You're willing to listen. which is that queen energy. You're very willing to listen, and you are seeking clarity. I believe that I'm seeing it as holding counsel. I'm seeing it as you are listening, because in your heart space, you really would like to know. You've got that Two of Wands energy that is coming back. So this whole story that is coming together now is that it's basically somebody that you had once with that celestial weaver, that's why I'm seeing the drop stitch. Somebody dropped out that you really thought was fated, and it all comes together in the end, because you dropped that stitch thinking that was no longer a part of your tapestry, and oh, here we come. And now, they want to put a jewel there. They want to heal that spot. And the celestial weaver is speaking to destiny is by your choices, the choices we make today. So I guess the energies that we had in the beginning was be playful, be light, listen. There's also the self-care. Let your glow do the heavy lifting, which means, you have come a long way since they dipped out. You had to heal. So, where you are now is much higher than where you were. So let your glow do the heavy lifting. All right. So I'm also seeing with the let go of the past, it is definitely somebody coming back from the past. And that's why I was picking up that ghost. So there's somebody that's coming back that wants to apologize, or at least explain to you. Maybe not. I'm getting it more along the lines of they're going to be testing the waters. They want to explain why they left. And they had healing of their own to do. They were not a healed individual themselves. And the way that I'm feeling it now with this energy is that they really need to clean and clear this wound themselves. So yeah, I can see where you are going to definitely need to move out of this stuck, stagnant energy that you may have been holding on to, and replace it with some light, playful energy. So you've got a lot coming that's going to start this process. I feel it coming into this week. I feel this energy coming in. So don't be surprised if somebody from the past isn't dialing your digits. Thank you so very much for stopping by. And if you have any questions, my information is in the description box. Thank you so very much.